Alright people, what's going on? Space Cowboy here. Welcome back to the channel with another video for you guys today. Before we begin today's video, please make sure to hit this video with a like. It's been helping the channel out a lot, so please make sure to continue to do so. Also, please make sure to subscribe as well if you're enjoying the Dallas Cowboys content you're seeing here. If you want to get more in the future, please make sure to subscribe and finally hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live or post new content. Now, the Dallas Cowboys right now are still in the pickle of paying Dak Prescott his money, which, by the way, Dak Prescott has earned his money, and I'm not going to sit here and argue with people that want to say, well, Dak Prescott's trash, he hasn't earned his money, because I've already done a debunking of that. If you really want to go see that, go check the video essay that I did most recently regarding Dak Prescott and the truth around him and why he's going to deserve every single penny. So you can go check that out for yourself. Now, I see a lot of people saying, well, Dak Prescott, he's going to cost the Cowboys so much money to where they are not going to be able to more or less maneuver and create the team around him to be good, or whatever the case may be. Well, I got a news flash for you people. Just so you know, the Dallas Cowboys at this juncture have $11.254 million in salary cap space, okay? And you might be asking, why is this important? Well, currently they're allocating $31.409 million to Dak Prescott. Why? Because of the franchise tag that they gave him a while ago. And so why is this important? Well, the Dallas Cowboys can afford to give him that $35 million a year on average if they really want to. Now, I see some people also saying, well, let Dak play on the franchise tag, and then what you can do is then you can pay him when he's ready. This is the problem with that. The problem is that the projected salary cap is going to go down in 2021 because of the ongoing pandemic, and that's just what the projection is. And because of that, you're going to end up using that money towards Dak anyway. And not only that, the Dallas Cowboys, first of all, have every single offensive position more or less under contract for the next couple of years, okay? Let's just go through it. Now, Dak Prescott, he's so far not gotten his money yet, but let's look at this, right? So, Dak Prescott, then you got Ezekiel Elliott, who's under contract. He got his extension for that 6 years. Then you have the situation where, you know, you have your wide receivers, and Amari Cooper just got paid 5 more years. You have Michael Gallup for 2 more years, and you have CeeDee Lamb for 5 more years, okay? There's that. Tight end, you got Blake Jarwin for a couple more years as well, so he's under lock. You also got your offensive line on lockdown. You got Tyron Smith still under contract. You have, Connor Williams under contract, and you also got Connor McGovern if he ends up being your starting left guard. You have Tyler Badass. You have Joe Looney under contract, but more so Tyler Badass being your your long-term starter probably. Zach Martin's under contract, and Lyle Collins just got the 5-year deal. So the entire offense is more or less established. They just need to give Dak Prescott his money, okay? And we saw what Dak Prescott would do once all parameters were more or less good, and that everything, when they finally got everything around him. They got everything around him. Pay the guy. He's earned it, okay? So let's do some quick math, okay? So currently, like I mentioned, Dak Prescott's making $31.409 million currently because of the Cowboys franchise tag on him. And not only that, the Cowboys have $11.254 million in salary cap room currently. Why? Because they just got some $7 million because of Travis Frederick's retirement. So that's going to help. Now, keep in mind, the Dallas Cowboys haven't had to restructure many deals yet, and I think they will do so probably next year because of the fall of the salary cap and, this, that, and the third. But currently, the Dallas Cowboys can afford to pay Dak Prescott either $35 million or $40 million. You might say, oh, that's crazy. What the hell are you talking about? Well, let's take a look at this. Let's do some quick math. So $31.409 million is currently what Dak Prescott is being owed currently. If the Cowboys give him an extension that gives him on average $35 million a year, that would mean that the Cowboys would allocate $3.591 million more to reach that $35 million average, meaning they would be left over with $7.663 million. Now, if there's an event where Dak Prescott gets $40 million, or the market makes it so $40 million is the standard, you would only have to allocate $8.591 million towards that number, meaning that you can pay Dak Prescott $40 million and be left with $2.663 million. Now, the key thing here is that this has not come with any restructurings, cuts, whatever the case may be. And that's what's huge, because I think next year you're going to see a lot of restructures. Why? Because of the salary cap dipping and this, that, and the third. So, with that in mind, what should the Cowboys do? Well, If I'm the Cowboys, pay Dak Prescott. Give him his 35. Hell, you could pay him 36 or 37 million dollars. Get that done and over with, so then we can get this offense all solidified, right? And then people might say, oh, well, then the defense, you're not going to have... Well, here's the thing, right? Look at the defensive side of the ball. You got DeMarcus Lawrence, who got paid. You got Jalen Smith, who just got paid, okay? You have Leighton Vander Esch, who's still under contract. A lot of your corners, and more so your safety, in Xavier Woods, and then you got Cheeto and Jordan Lewis, who I'm referring to, are expiring. But you just got a couple more corners this year in the draft. So if the Cowboys really wanted to replace them, they can just go into next year's draft and draft defense as a whole. Because their offense is more or less on lock. They can just bring in a couple guys here and there if they really wanted to. And as a whole, the Cowboys are set on offense. They can literally draft all defense in the next following draft, and I wouldn't complain because guess what? You can afford to do that. And so the Cowboys have all their key pieces set, and they added the pieces they needed this year. So why is this important? Because don't let anyone tell you that Dak Prescott getting $35 to $40 million a year is going to seriously destroy the team, okay? That's not going to happen. Remember when the Dallas Cowboys gave Tony Romo all that money and we were complaining about how much money he was getting? Not me, but people were complaining, oh, well, Tony Romo's getting too much money and he's killing the team. He needs to take a pay cut. And then they had to restructure his deal a couple times and, this, that, and a third. So, I mean, like, yeah, I understand the concern, and you want to always make sure you have a team that's competitive, but if the team around you is set, and we know what we're looking at right now, and everything's good, all you got to do is pay Dak Prescott, and even if more people retire or leave, guess what? You can restructure deals, and yeah, even though you push the money down the end of the road, it's going to be probably an inevitable action you have to do because of the salary cap going down about $2 million, and it's not going up like $10 million or whatever the case may be. Now, who knows? If that's assuming if things don't go well, but assuming that if the NFL has the season and revenue's good, that salary cap could be projected to go up again, and so there's that. Now, with all this in mind, right, and I kind of want to finish out on this note. Is it fair for Dak Prescott to ask for the money he's asking for? Now, I already addressed this in The Truth About Dak Prescott, Why He Deserves Every Single Penny. You can go see that to see more detailed analysis. But to more or less just reiterate the point, what has been the biggest thing, right? Oh, Dak Prescott doesn't put up good stats. He puts up 30 touchdowns and nearly 5,000 passing yards, okay? And people will say, oh, well, he didn't get the wins. Well, if you look in the previous years and considering the administration he was working in, Dak Prescott, his worst season thus far is 8-8, which is kind of interesting because he's not had a losing season yet. That's number one. And number two, if you look at what Dak Prescott has done, Dak Prescott has led the Cowboys to the playoffs twice, once as a number 1 seed, the other as a 4th overall seed. Both playoff years involving 10+ wins, and he's already won a playoff game. So, we could talk about, and I hate to continue mentioning this because I really don't need to do that, but the fact of the matter remains is this. Look, Dak's made his money. You can keep going on my videos and telling me how Dak Prescott isn't worth anything. I'm not saying Dak's perfect. I don't want anyone to insinuate that. Yes, Dak can do better in certain game situations because, yeah, do I get upset when he makes mistakes? I'm pretty sure everyone gets upset when their quarterback makes mistakes because they want their team to do well. He's not perfect, but he's a hell of a lot better than the other options that are out there. So, if anyone keeps telling you that Dak Prescott and his money is going to impact the team, just show them this video because, look, the math checks out and based off of the information that we've already seen, the Dallas Cowboys already have most of their players under contract. Get Dak Prescott under contract. Let's get this, let's get this machine rolling, and let's get ready for 2020, and let's go win us a goddamn Super Bowl because it's about time. So I think I've gone on for long enough. If you guys enjoyed what you heard in today's video, please make sure to leave a like. Also, please make sure to subscribe if you're new to get more content from yours truly. Finally, make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live or post new content, as well as leave a comment. Tell me how you feel about what you've heard or the whole situation and that. So, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Goodbye, guys.